was International Women's Day yesterday.
It was, and it's Women's History Month this month.
Women's History Month?
Yes.
What about Men's History Month?
Every month is Men's History Month. This is what we've been taught.
Bullshit, man. That is so bullshit. Y'all get a whole month now? How is that fucking fair? That's not fair. I mean, welcome everybody. The mostly women on here.
What's up? Oh, I like the pumpkin,
Yes.
the jack-o'-lantern.
I like it.
Whoa, your profile picture is sideways. Daddy's here.
Oh, Jacob. Y'all are too great. So we're talking about butts today.
Ooh.
I feel like Tina Belcher. Butts. We got some new members to welcome.
Special shout out to our new Small Taco Jamie and to our newest Supremo Andalyn. So thank you guys for joining. Don't forget that we do still have some prizes for y'all. If you join as a Taco Supremo, you get your comic. You get 3 stickers three Talk Murder stickers. You get a shout out. You get a surprise shot request. And no matter what level you join on, you always get access to our Discord and access to Patreon. So do not forget to help us out. John and Nicole have a new beautiful home. Let's help them make payments on that home. Cool.
Agree. Jen doesn't have a second job because of this. This is her second job.
This is my second job.
So Jamie and what's her name on Discord? I mean, Adeline.
Andalyn.
No, what's her name on Discord?
Cherry.
Cherry Fairy. Yeah, Cherry Fairy. I knew that was something like that.
So, thank you guys.
So, if anyone has Andalyn, if you have a request for your shot,
she did put some requests in there. Today is for Megatron. So, woo! Let's get going.
Our first shot in the new house.
Our first shot. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of pressure.
No, I've been taking shots all morning.
Our first surprise shot in the new house. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to be with this microphone. Okay.
Just put it in front of your face so no one can see you like you always do.
How's that? Can you see that? How about we focus this now?
I'm ready to take this shot. Okay.
Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise.
Megan.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
Cheers, Megatron.
Congratulations
On the new home.
She got a new home?
No, we got a new home. But cheers, Megatron.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. Oh.
This case is also requested by Megatron and Martin, which Martin requests some really good ones.
Does anyone want to guess what the surprise shot was?
It was vanilla vodka.
Close.
Birthday cake vodka?
It was a whipped cream vodka.
Oh, it was good.
It was good. Like, it goes, you know.
I didn't feel a burn too much with it.
That would be good with, that would be so good with that orange poppy soda.
Yeah, that would be good.
Creamsicle?
You know what else it would be good in? Pudding shots.
Ooh.
Ew, gross. Pudding shots?
Yeah.
No. Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Pudding is awesome.
No, Laron, I don't have new bongos. I am in need of new bongos, but I do not have new bongos.
We got a zip tie. The one side has been repaired.
Yeah.
Let's get down to Schabusiness. They call me Creamsicle in prison. Creamsicle.
I thought you said yesterday they called you something else.
Yeah, I kind of think you may have been to prison, honestly, because this is the second time you brought it up, which is, whatever.
It's like kind of a judge-free zone, maybe. I don't know. Or are we really judgmental?
All right, let's do this, man.
I've had many names.
We are doing this right now. I'm going to go to the Google Earth here.
We're talking about
says
butts.
it's the third time he's brought it up.
Ah, there you go.
Jeez. So this only happened 2 years ago, almost exactly. February 23rd, 2022 is where we're going. And I'm going to take you to the home right now. It took me a while to find the actual home, but I'm going to put it on Google Earth here.
Wait, I thought we were talking about Dahmer. When did Dahmer die?
In the 80s, the 90s.
We're going to Wisconsin, yes, if that's what you mean. This is where we're going to right here. This is in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Packers Nation.
Packers Nation. Is that what you said? Packers Nation?
Packers.
Oh, Packers.
The fudge packers.
Yeah, it was a baby.
All right, so this is and what's the deal with these streets, man? Holy shit! Like, do they even try to make them look good?
I mean, that's what happens when you live up north. That's what the roads look like.
But you know what? That I would rather have the tar across the street because at least it means they actually tried to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just looks shitty.
Okay, well, you can't have it both ways. Either they are shitty or they look shitty. I'd rather have them look shitty and not be full of potholes. So, but that doesn't mean that like Massachusetts is not full of potholes, because it definitely is.
All right, so a 911 call comes in. This is 2 years ago, about in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's cold outside. 911 call comes in. It's a mother. She has some things to tell the police. Let's just say that. And luckily, we have the body cam footage of what the police find in the house. So we're gonna see that right now. This is the police going into the mother's house. I'm going to skip forward a little bit.
Oh my God,
They are told to go downstairs in the basement. The mother calls and says her son has been murdered and for the cops to come to the house. They go down to the basement because the mother finds the son's body, and the body is in the basement.
Loana asked if we have done this story before.
Doesn't look familiar to me.
I don't think so. They're obviously like not showing what I want you to show on purpose. This cop looks down with his flashlight. I don't know if y'all seen him bring it back up, but he's looking down at something. There's a body in this basement. Where the fuck is it?
On the toilet?
This is like a fully finished basement, I guess.
Yeah.
Like an apartment. Looks nice.
They're looking at each other like, what the fuck? They do show it here in a second.
So it's in the closet?
Hold on. When he turns around, he shows it. Okay.
Need more units.
So it's hard to see, but there's a bucket down here. You see it's like a bucket?
No.
This is...
Oh, I do. It's like a Lowe's bucket.
Where?
It's blue?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's like black.
Are you sure it's not green?
By that chair. That's what they were looking in.
Oh,
so
okay.
Whatever they're looking at is in that bucket.
Oh no, is it a head?
You see him looking at it again. I mean, these cops probably have PTSD like crazy. You see him looking inside the bucket. He also looks like Edmund Kemper.
He does.
It's fucked up.
Look in the bucket. I want to see.
I don't think I want to see.
They're like dancing around it.
Yeah, they don't know what to do, man. I mean, it's got to be pretty crazy, surreal to see this. There's other things here in the room too, but he keeps going back and forth. He doesn't know what to do.
So I've been watching this show called The Rookie, and it's about it's a cop show, and then when I watch these shows on TV, I'm like, you know what, like I could be a cop, I could totally do this looks great, and then I'm like, oh no.
Oh yeah,
no.
I feel like police officers today rough.
Like right. If I had to wear a body camera, like I couldn't.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I could wear a body camera.
Well, you have to.
I know I have to, but like they would have to. I would get reprimanded for like cussing so much probably. Like if I had to look in a bucket and I saw like a head or something, I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Like, are these like are they, I don't know.
Do they? I don't know if they would care that much about that.
But
that
like,
sort of reaction.
I don't know. Like
that seems like a natural reaction.
Don't you have to be professional?
I mean, you
have to like not.
You're saying
use excessive force.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
Okay, all right. So
that's really what you got to be worried about with the body cam. I don't think you got to worry about swearing.
Going back to the video, there is something in the bucket. So
just the bucket.
What you're saying is, don't you have to be professional, but at the same time,
you got to be calm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to be calm, but this is a very humbling bucket.
Jacob says being a criminal is easier. I'm actually concerned. Well, I'm not concerned for Jake because it sounds like he's not in prison anymore, but...
Just only 3 times.
No. He said it 3 times.
All right, so
there's only something in the bucket, not the closet, when they were looking earlier?
No, they haven't gone in the closet yet.
No, they haven't gone in the closet
It's
yet.
a very nice, like, finished basement, though.
So you'd buy the house now?
I would not.
You don't even know what's in it. It could be nothing.
I don't care.
It's clearly something if we're doing an episode about it.
So going back to the mother, her name is Tara Pakanich. She comes home. It is 3:25 a.m. She's calling for her son, who his name is Shad. I've heard it Shad and Chad, but it's S-H-A-D. Shad. Shad Thyrion.
Are you quoting Charlie's Angels?
Yes.
What is that from Charlie's Angels?
It's Chad.
So
I love that you do that immediately.
Is it the Chad? It may be the Chad. It's the Chad. It's the Chad.
The mother comes home and is calling out her son's name, 24-year-old son, still living at home. Officer Alex Waynish, he was the one responding, looking inside the bucket, and the bucket was a green bucket on the floor, and this is from the Independent. This was what was in the bucket.
Hang on. From the Independent, his head and genitals were left inside a bucket that his mother found at her home, while his carved-out torso with a foot stuffed inside and chunks of flesh were discovered in her basement.
So that was in the bucket.
And that almost makes me never want to have kids because I don't think I would ever want to discover my child's head and his penis in a bucket. I hope the penis was not inside of the mouth.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Well, this is what doing true crime does to you.
All right, tonight we're talking about the murder of Shad Thyrion, 24 years old. Let me show you this guy right quick.
So was it her? So it was her son's parts that were found?
Shad.
Shad's mother.
Yes.
He was 24, living at home. His mother comes home, and he's not there. Or he is there, but he doesn't respond. She goes downstairs in the basement where he lives. He lives in the basement. And that's when she finds the bucket with his head inside the bucket. This is him right here. This is what he looked like before the bucket.
Before the bucket, pre-bucket.
Before the bucket. The pre-bucket, yeah. This is pre-bucket right here. That's him. Tonight we're talking about Taylor Schabusiness and the murder of her boyfriend, Shad. This is Taylor Schabusiness right here.
Like literally Schabusiness?
Yeah, like Mr. Business. Schabusiness.
Heidi said Schabusiness earlier too. Is that a new term? What did you guys coin this term while I was gone?
Her name is Schabusiness.
Who?
Her. This girl. Her name is Schabusiness.
Well, we haven't talked about who she is.
She's the one that killed her boyfriend.
But we haven't gotten to that yet.
But
she killed her boyfriend?
Oh my God, dude. I'm telling you right now, her name is Taylor Schabusiness. Schabusiness is her last name.
Is that why you've been saying Schabusiness all day?
Yes. And
This is none of Schabusiness.
Yeah, you're right. So her real name is her real. Well,
it's not a original name.
No. It is her married name. Okay, that's her married name. Her real name is Taylor Connolly, I believe. And then she got married to
Mr. Schabusiness.
From the criminal complaint, Officer Wanish lifted a towel and observed a human head inside the bucket. Wanish looked around the room and observed what appeared to be dried blood on a nearby mattress. We're going to talk about what happened, and that's what this story is going to be about, like exactly how this happened, and if she should be going to prison for life or not, you know?
I'm also confused because I thought we were talking about Jeffrey Dahmer's butt.
I think that comes into play later.
I'm going to have an entire episode on Jeffrey Dahmer's butt. Yeah,
I'm just saying, where does this converge?
Well, Wisconsin.
All right, so this is the arrest of Taylor Schabusiness. This van right here is really important. You can't see what's in there, but there are some things in there.
A box.
The cops wait for her to come out of the apartment, and she does. They see blood all over her hands. So this isn't the house that we saw earlier. This is her at her apartment getting arrested. That was her getting arrested. So let's talk about what happened. Let's talk about the night that this happened. All right, I will say that this was a drug-filled night for her. This is February 23rd, 2022. Taylor Schabusiness was the last one seen with Shad Thyrion. They were friends since middle school. They've been friends forever. So they were literally best friends. They were sort of dating, but not really. You remember, she's married at this point. She's also married to a
mobster.
I was trying to say like drug business dealer.
Drug lord?
A drug Schabusiness.
Oh.
A drug Schabusinessman.
Yeah, a drug Schabusinessman. So he provides her with a lot of the drugs. He's currently in prison.
You could have said it was an off Schabusiness account.
Yeah.
Offshore Schabusiness account. She's also known as Taylor Shit Business. That's what I've seen a lot.
Oh, they must not have been good at business then.
She's a piece of work. So she was the last person seen. The officers went to her home on Eastman Avenue. She had a van. Officers began inspecting the van as she emerged from the apartments. Can you read from the State versus Taylor Schabusiness?
I just can't get over her last name.
I know.
Really? I'm not.
Schabusiness. From the State versus Taylor Schabusiness, Officer Russell could see that Schabusiness had what appeared to be dried blood on the front of her black hooded sweatshirt, as well as her black sweatpants. Officer Russell later found Schabusiness's hands appeared to be smeared with blood as well, and there was also what looked like dried blood on the back of her sweatshirt.
Detective Gina Luberto saw in the rear passenger seat behind the driver's seat was a crock pot box. I don't know if y'all noticed that crock pot box in the
I
van.
didn't notice that it said crock pot, but I did notice that it was a box.
Yeah, so 1 second, because I did notice that. It's like right there in the open. You see it right there? That crock pot box?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like right there. That box is like right there. Literally not even trying to hide it, right?
Where is it? I didn't see it.
Are you effing kidding me, dude?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She's joking.
Okay, so behind the driver's seat was a large crock pot box. Can you read from the medical examiner?
Medical examiner Dr. Vincent Tranquita went to the box, which was on top of a laundry basket of clothes, and located additional human body parts, including legs.
Okay, so in the box was a cord out. Oh, this is fucking crazy, even saying this out loud. In the box was his torso, but it was, quote, cord out, and his leg was shoved in the torso.
She was trying to, like, make
Christ.
Space.
Oh my God, that is so effing fucked up. Now that I think about it. All right, so what the fuck happened here? Like, what happened? Let me tell you a little bit about Taylor right quick.
I don't like that.
So Taylor, born 1997, so she's only 26 now. She lost her mother at 11. She lost her only sibling in a motorcycle crash soon after. Her father remarried, but that fell apart because he was accused and convicted of raping a minor. He was a minor-attracted person.
Oh, God. A pedophile.
Don't call them that. They're people. He was a minor-attracted person. And so Taylor married Warren Schabusiness in 2020. He actually stood by her in trial and apparently is still by her. I'm going to tell you right now, she got life in prison with no parole. So she ain't coming out anytime soon. They do have a toddler son, which is also kind of scary because the husband, is currently in prison for running drugs. All right. He says that his wife is not responsible, but the drugs that he gave her are responsible. But let's just see what happened that night. So this guy, Shad Thyrion and Schabusiness, they've been friends since middle school. Now, they're both different, right? They're both different as in... I don't know.
They run with a different crowd. They are loners. They're not the cool crowd as you would, kind of different. Weird.
Is that like mean that I'm saying different?
Well, it's a different. I mean, I don't know if I would use that adjective. You could just say they were kind of weird.
Yeah, they were weird. They were both very weird. In fact, here is about a week before this happened. Now, they were best friends. Like, they're best friends. And now his cord out torso is in her crock pot box. They've been best friends since middle school, right? So something is going on here that's weird. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Outsiders, Heidi says. That's a good...
that's a great word.
That's a good term.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean like in a bad way.
Yeah. No, I was one of those in high school. I was an outsider.
No, not like this though. I mean, these are the type of people that would be like, I don't know, not emo. What's the other one? Goth? Yeah, goth maybe.
You could have just used that as a term.
But they weren't goth.
Well, if they're not goth, then
oh my God,
emo.
Jen. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is what she took about a week before the murder. So, you notice anything different, weird about that?
Jeffrey Dahmer in the background.
Well, Jeffy.
Yeah, I mean, that is literally kind of weird, right? When did that Brian Murphy Jeffrey Dahmer come out?
2 years ago? Last year? 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Okay, so here's the thing. So our most popular episodes are the Jeffrey Dahmer one, which we put out before this murder, I'm pretty sure. So there is no doubt that she listened to our fucking series on Jeffrey Dahmer. There is no fucking doubt because she is obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer, like obsessed. And she's in Wisconsin. I mean, right down the road. This is Green Bay. So anyway, so let's talk about what actually happened this night, February 23rd, 2022. This is what happened. Now, this is all according to her own words. Everything we're going to read is her own words. The night got a little crazy. There was crystal meth involved. She was injecting ketamine and injecting all kinds of other stuff. It was a drugged out rage. And this is at the mother's house. There were people upstairs. It's like multiple people were upstairs and everyone's drugged out. Taylor and Shad find themselves in the basement and they're going to have sex. This is a common occurrence. They always do this. They're not in love. They're best friends, but they still have sex. Okay. Also, they both kind of like the kinky sex. So now they're both screwed out of their mind on all kinds of drugs, heroin, meth, crystal meth, all kinds of shit at this point. It started as kinky sex, and during the foreplay, she says, quote, "I just didn't stop." She's talking about strangulation. Shad liked to be choked, according to Taylor. Taylor didn't really like to be choked, but Shad did. He liked to be choked a certain way with the dog collar, one of those dog chokers, not just a collar, but the ones that had the two circles on the end with the chain that goes through and you pull it up. So that was around his neck. And she says during choking him, quote, "I just didn't stop." The detective, when asked her, "So you used manual strangulation?" she says, quote, "Yes, yes, 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 yes." She likes to strangle, but he likes to be strangled. So there was a chain on his neck. It was a dog chain. And she says the following.
"He likes it, and I was going to walk him like a dog. He wanted that?" asked the detective. "I have no idea, but I was going to do it anyway. Haha." She
blacks out at this point, or she kind of nods off. She calls it blacking out, but as we see, she's more nodding off than anything. She is choking Shad with this dog collar. She nods off a little bit. She wakes up and he's purple. Then that's when she decides, quote, "I might as well kill him." She admits to the detectives that she went a little far and blacked out while doing it, but then she wakes up and sees them all purple and, quote, "During the blackout, I'm like, shit."
"I watched his face turn purple. He was coughing up blood and he was pissing himself. I still didn't stop."
This is when she decides, I might as well kill him at this point. She says that she didn't actually mean to kill him. They're best friends. Like, she didn't want to kill him at all. This was a mistake. However,
until she chopped up his body.
No, however, if you watch the interrogation and read the police reports, you see that she really did not want to kill him. She was drugged out of her mind, but she also admits that she enjoyed it, which is really damning. She admits it was thrilling to do this and it was a rush.
Have you ever loved something so much that you kill it? Like, it happens to me. That's the feeling I have. I love it so much that I kill it. So much that I kill it.
This is where it gets a little disturbing here.
We haven't gotten to the disturbing part yet.
After Shad Thyrion dies, her best friend, she, quote, "cuddled and played with his body for nearly 3 hours."
When you say you played with him, what do you mean? "I played with his dick. I, bent him over the bed and I sucked his dick."
This is when he's dead. All right. So she is playing with this guy's penis. He is now completely dead.
Why do you make me read something?
He is coughing up blood, or he had coughed up blood. He is completely purple. He is dead at this point. The detective says, "You played with his penis?" She says, quote, "Oh yeah." "Was it erect?" "It was half erect." Then she cuts it off. She cuts off the penis. Now, she says she didn't use it as a dildo, but she did grind on it. All right.
After it was already off?
Yeah, after it was off. Looking at the video, it is very obvious that she used it as a dildo. She just didn't want to admit it. You can definitely tell.
"When did you start cutting up his body?" "Almost right away. I was sucking and cutting at the same time. I grinded on it and put his dick in his ass. He was half hard, and while I was still sucking, and I was doing it too well, I was sucking his dick while cutting his head off."
All right, so I'm enjoying it. What a way to go out. So at this point, he is on...
What the actual fuck?
What? I didn't fucking request this story.
Megatron requested it? Yeah. Thanks, Megatron.
Well, so her antics in court is what people find very entertaining, okay? She's straight up brawled her lawyer in court. She's spit on people. She's as I'll show you, has when they're showing the jurors talking about the dismemberment, she's laughing. Like she is very weird.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like very weird to watch. But at this point, this guy is laying on his back on the bed. She pulls him over where his head is leaning off, but not like completely down, but is off the bed completely, right? So his body's on the bed, laying on his back, and then the head is pulled off because she needs to saw it going down, right? And it's easier if it's hanging off. You can hold the hair and then saw it. See, what the fuck? I feel like you haven't been here in a while.
I haven't been here in a while, and it's kind of like it's a very interesting orientation session that you're giving me.
We should have did the Sham Wow one when you were here. We covered the Sham Wow guy.
Oh yeah,
he is a fucking creep, dude.
Yeah.
He tried to pay his secretary for her eggs.
Yeah, it was that was something.
Yeah, anyway, all right. So then she starts cutting his head off as she's sucking his dick. All right, it was just insane, right? She puts the bucket beside the bed and his head is leaning off the bed, back off the bed, and she starts to cut with 4 different kitchen knives from the mother's kitchen. Quote, a bread knife works the best. Quote, I was going to take the head with me. I liked it. I forgot the head and I really wanted it. The detective asked, did you bring anything with you? Yeah, it's in the van. What is it? A foot, maybe? A leg, maybe? I got lazy and that's what I did. So the reason she didn't finish cutting up the body, number one, there are people upstairs. So she's doing this while there are people upstairs, which is kind of crazy in itself. But the reason she didn't finish dismembering the body is because she was coming down. If you guys have ever done drugs or even weed, the come down is like the worst. You feel all lethargic and lazy and shit. So she literally got lazy. And that's why she only did half of it. Right. And then she just, I don't know, thought she would not get caught. I don't know. It's weird. She actually told detectives they were going to, quote, have fun looking for all those organs. They were scattered all around the basement. Like behind there's a picture, behind the picture, there's like a guitar, they were in the guitar case. And literally she scattered them all over. So the fact that she said you guys are going to have fun looking for them did not help her at all. She says, quote, I was getting pissed off at the dismemberment process because I was nodding out.
Wow.
This is how high she was right here. Can you read the next one?
One little scavenger hunt. When I saw I was tripping out is when the body was rebuilding itself because I already cut off the arm and his arm came back on. I'm looking at this. I'm like, there's no way.
So she was so high and she started tripping out. She saw the body, quote, rebuilding itself. She had already cut the arm off, but then the arm just attached back to the body. That's how high she was. To say that. Isn't that fucking crazy as shit?
Yeah.
It's nuts. Jesus Christ.
Very nice.
So what do you guys think so far?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
All right, check this out. This is the Jeffrey Dahmer angle. She actually loves Jeffrey Dahmer. What do you guys think she should get? I mean, number one, this guy was her friend, Let's not forget that.
I think it's 20 years.
That's it?
Damn. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, she got life without parole.
Okay.
Well, I haven't showed you her antics.
I'm not unhappy with that.
But the fact that she said some things like, "Oh, I enjoyed it," and I didn't want to kill him, but I really enjoyed it. You guys are going to have fun looking for his organs.
That's messed up.
And stuff like that really did not help her case.
No.
Because I believe she should only have gotten like 20 because she was really high. But the fact that she represented herself so shittily when she was like laughing in court while the victims' families were there and as they were giving their impact statement, she was laughing, stuff like that. That stuff does not help your case. So check this out. This is about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Contain references to satanic Bible, flaming pentagram, Satan, Jeff Boyardee, Jeffrey Dahmer, cadaver definition, Jeffrey Dahmer's butt, Jeffrey Dahmer walking in all sexy in court.
Jesus Christ, dude. Jeffrey Dahmer walking all sexy in court. Holy shit, dude.
Her reactions don't help, and I'm not surprised that she did get life without parole. And I think that's a fair sentence. I do. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'd rather an over sentence with something like this than an under sentence. You know?
So the family does forgive her. You know what? I think she's fucking dumb. She's 26 or 24 when this happened. I think she was whacked out of her mind. And
or are you saying that because she's a lady?
Well, she murdered her friend, but I also think like her family, like her dad is a piece of shit, raping minors. So I could not. I mean, I honestly would believe she got molested as a child.
I don't. Okay, great. Whatever. Doesn't matter. She still did something horrible.
I get it, but all right. So at the time, during the interrogation, she actually says not only was she smoking crystal meth, but she was like injecting triazidone, which is that shit that puts you to sleep.
Yeah.
So she was like really fucked out of her mind at that point.
Yeah.
Now they always do kinky shit. This isn't the first time the chains and stuff like this were used.
Yeah, but there's a difference between doing kinky shit and like dismembering a body.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And it accidentally going too far. She was like, "Oh, I killed him. Now let me like do all this."
No, so I'll have to put the interview because it's hard to describe her without seeing like her talking about it in her own words. Okay, so let's forget the fact that she was really high and that they were really good friends. But when they were having kinky sex, she was like blacking out. She woke up and she says she couldn't stop doing what she was doing. Like something was inside of her. Maybe it was
Lauren makes a good point though. Like, but look how she acted in court when she was sober.
No regrets.
Yeah.
I think she will regret it. I don't know, man.
No, I think you're just soft.
I mean, if she would have just... Dude, just act like you, like, just try to cry, you know?
So I think her sentence was just, honestly.
No, life in prison without parole.
Yeah.
That's...
You keep talking about this whole eye for an eye situation.
But this isn't, she didn't plan the murder. There are people that plan their wife's murders.
Yeah, but she's laughing about it after the fact.
That doesn't matter.
Why not?
Because you should not judge somebody and give them a sentence based on what they do after. You should only judge them on the event that they're in court for.
Okay, so she killed somebody.
Also, she was she shouldn't have been doing those drugs, and then maybe she wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah,
which is why she
Lauren
shouldn't have.
says it does matter. She could have. Yeah, she could care less.
And,
I agree.
Yeah, she showed no
remorse. None. If she showed remorse, maybe I would feel a little bit differently.
But she probably will in a few years.
Okay, and then when
we'll talk then.
But no, we can't talk then because she's got no parole.
So she'll still be able to appeal the decision, though. Even if you don't get parole, you can still appeal the decision.
I get it, but I think it was very harsh.
I don't.
You know,
I don't.
Because I think it was. I mean, freaking, what's his name? Fidel Lopez got a less sentence than that, and he ripped out his.
Then I think that sentence was too light. I think the sentence was too light.
He ripped out his girlfriend's organs through her vagina.
Yeah,
too light.
Cherry Fairy, have you heard that one? Go listen to that one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called
I'm
rough
just saying,
sex.
I don't think that was a.
He literally puts his hand up her and rips out her organs.
Thank you.
They don't know.
I'm just saying. I think you're just too soft on her because she's a lady.
Free Shannon Cher, or not Shannon Cher. No, Shayla Huber's Shannon Cher. Definitely the wrong person.
Saying you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think that I agree with the sentence.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Well, I hope you guys liked that. I know it was kind of short.
That was a crazy story.
Yeah.
Free Schabusiness.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I don't know. Kind of a light one. Kind of getting back into things, you know.
Oh, it was great.
I definitely want to do some other stories that are hitting the news, honestly. Like the, what's her name? Laken Riley, the UGA student.
Yep.
Like that. I want to do that one.
That's going to be I hope I'm here for that episode because that's
You probably won't because it's going to be like during the week, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saving the best ones for you.
Well, that's a
She thinks
contentious.
that's a good one.
That's going to be a contentious story. So maybe it would be better if I'm not here. I don't know.
What do you mean contentious?
Well, because the person that
You
killed
some
her.
kind of Democrat?
No, I'm an independent, but like the person that killed her was an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, so what you trying to say? We shouldn't build a wall?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there needs to be things in place so that the people that are immigrating to our country are vetted, and that there should be a path to citizenship. It shouldn't take as long as it does, but we need to vet them. We can't just have open borders. We need to be able to have a process.
All right, y'all. Well, it was good to see everybody. Thanks for joining.
That story was very easy to hear about. That was not a freaking rough story. Oh my God, dude. If you want a really
That was
bad
rough.
You think that was rough?
Yeah, it was hard to hear.
What part? Oh my God. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, there you go. Oh, good night, you lovely, lovely people. I forgot to say that.
Kind of run this shit.